Good, great, wonderful Wednesday morning, guys, and welcome to your writing instruction for today, which will be very quick, okay? So today is May 20th. Let's jump right in, and we're going to kind of go over everything that you're supposed to do in writing today. Now, before we actually get started with that, just a quick note. I know that yesterday the writing video was put up a little bit late. So if you did not get a chance to review how to write a conclusion for your informative essay, please go ahead and pause this video, go back to yesterday's post, and look at that YouTube video and complete your planning before actually starting this, okay? Once you're done, come on over back to this recorded instruction and go ahead and begin. Now, as always, guys, I love to review what we did the day before, okay? So let's quickly go over what we've done that led us up to the current points, okay? So first, we completed step 1, which was to attack the prompt. We did that. The second thing we did was complete step 2, which was to create a thesis statement. We did that. We started our planning with our introductions by adding topic, sentence, and background information. The next thing we did, we completed our planning for body paragraphs number 1 and 2. After that, we planned out our wonderful conclusion. And so that now leads us to step number 4, guys, which is essay draft 1. Now, it's time for you guys to take all of the pieces from your writing plan and make an essay out of it. Now, to do this, you must add your filler sentences in. Remember, filler sentences are extra details you add to your essay to make your essay actually come to life, to really make someone want to read it. For the most part, your introduction is done, right? So you don't really have much work there. You can go ahead and type up your introduction and be done with that part, because that's the introduction and the conclusion. Those are pretty much done by the time you get ready to write your paper, okay? But you still want to at least look at it, go through it, and make sure that it flows and sounds good, all right? Now let's talk about some structure, okay? Here is an example of what an academic essay should look like. Now, when we say structure, we mean, or I'm sorry, when I say structure, I mean, do you have 4 paragraphs that are all double spaced in between and that all have an indent where the first sentence is spaced slightly over to the right, so that you can let your reader know that you know how to create academic paragraphs. All right, so this is what it should actually look like. So today your focus is simply to go ahead and type up your essay and save it, but please do not submit it, because you still have one final step in the essay writing process that we will review for tomorrow. So this would be a good time to go ahead, stop the video, pause it, go ahead and write it, and then come back for the next part of your instruction. Now, the question should be, do I submit my essay today? Well, today is Wednesday. You are not submitting your essay today. You're simply typing it up and saving it. I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how you can save it. And in this video, we're going to go over how to access your actual writing document, how to type up each paragraph with indenting, and then how to save that document, because it's not actually due until Friday. But before we even get to Friday, you have a whole nother step, a whole nother piece that you have to look at and complete before you actually submit it. All right? So go ahead, type up your essay and watch the rest of this video. If you haven't already typed up your essay, hopefully you have by now. But then go ahead, watch the rest of the video so I can show you guys how to actually keep the draft that you have so you don't have to worry about losing it. All right, guys, so bear with me. So what I'm going to do is go in the online classroom platform because I'm going to show you what your assignment should look like, okay? So for tomorrow, when you guys go in and you actually click on the writing assignment, okay? When you click on that writing assignment, here is what it's going to look like. Okay, you're going to click on it. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to pull up this document, okay? So at the top, what you want to do is go to Edit Document. When you do that, Edit in Desktop App. For me, it brings up a few boxes, and then voila. It's going to pop up in a Word document. Now, this says protected view. Be careful. Files from the internet can blah, blah, blah. All right. Go ahead. If this pops up on it, just click Enable Editing. Once you do that, the first thing you want to do is type your name up here and then follow these instructions. Okay. It tells you the very first step says hit the enter key twice, then hit the tab button and begin typing your introduction. So in order to do that, your cursor, which is this little blinking fellow right here, you got to tap, click it down here, and then you're going to follow instructions. Hit the enter key twice. 1, 2. Now, after I hit the enter key twice, it says then hit the tab button and begin typing your introduction. So I'm going to hit my tab button once. All right, so watch what happens. Tab. So it brings my writing over a little bit, and now I can actually start my typing. I can start my introduction. Every time you finish with a paragraph, go back and read the next step. So for example, when I'm done with paragraph number 1, which is my introduction, step 2 says when you are done with your introduction, hit the enter key twice. So then I would repeat the same thing. I would hit it twice. And then it says hit the tab key and begin typing your first body paragraph. So I would then do the exact same thing with body number 1 that I did with my introduction. I would hit enter twice at the end of my introduction, then hit tab, then start typing. Then I do the same thing when I'm finished with body paragraph number 1. And I'm at the last sentence in body paragraph number 1. It says when you're done with your first body paragraph, hit the enter key. How many times, guys? Twice. Hit it twice. When you do that, it says then hit the tab key. That pushes the sentence over to indent it and begin typing your second body paragraph. So you would do that, guys, and when you're at the last word in body paragraph number 2, you're going to then do step 4, where it says when you are done with your second body paragraph, hit the enter key twice. Then hit the tab key and begin typing your conclusion. Now, once you're done with all of those wonderful steps, it should save for you. Just to play it safe in case it doesn't, you can always go here, hit File, Save As, this PC, Desktop, and then you got to name it. You got to put your name at the very end of this document, okay? When you do that, remember what happens. It's going to actually save on the desktop of your computer. Now, I'm not going to actually save it, but I'm going to show you what your desktop is. For me, this is my desktop. It's that space where you have all of your documents and your files saved. So once you do that, your essay will appear somewhere on your desktop. And when that happens, you'll know that it's saved not only to your desktop, but it should have also at that point, it should have also saved in the online classroom, okay? So, hopefully, you guys get through that without a glitch this time. If not, no worries. If for any reason everything is just totally messed up for you and you cannot do it, cool. All you got to do is save it to the desktop, and then you guys can have your parents to either email it to me or take pictures of it and send it to me in Dojo. I will provide my email address and all of that other great stuff in your instruction for tomorrow. But for now, go ahead and start your drafts, and happy writing. Have a wonderful Wednesday, guys.